Okay, okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. And this is all about Bundesliga. I decided to make it. Let me just. Next time I will do about Serie A. Next time I will do about La Liga. There's a certain things you have to know if you are into betting, and those things I have to tell you about Bundesliga are the things you have to know if you want to play only Bundesliga. One of those things are the procedures, what you have to know before you play the Bundesliga. One thing you have to know about Bundesliga is that they score goals, and scoring goals, the places you have to look into Bundesliga. We talk about the over and under. Okay, the over and under. The over and under is a strategic. Over and under is a strategic listing in Bundesliga because in average you can play over 1.5 in Bundesliga and you get it, and on average you can play it and you get it. You can also play in some clubs over 2.5, you get it. So let me just give you a rundown of some teams in Bundesliga that you sure that have be able to do well. At least they have scored. You are sure of getting over 1.5 in their matches. You talk about Bayern Munich. You talk about Bayern Munich. You talk about the Borussia M Gladbach. Talk about Borussia Dortmund. Talk about Freiburg. Talk about Bayer Leverkusen. Talk about Bochum. Bochum is good. Bochum, they try to score goals. They are good. Talk about Men's 05. Men's 05, they have this ability of scoring goals as well. Then talk about Eintracht Frankfurt. Talk about Stuttgart, and Leipzig. These clubs and so many other clubs. So these clubs are sure you can get over 1.5 whenever you look at them. Let's say, for example, when you look at all these teams, for example, if you look at this game now, Dortmund and Leipzig, that's another thing I have to tell you. Dortmund and Leipzig, when you have teams that do score goals, like in Bundesliga, you should predict both teams both teams to score. Like from Dortmund and Leipzig, is the probability of both teams to score here is good. Understand? So if you check if you like Freiburg score goals, that's this game now. Freiburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach, they do score goals. So with that, you can still know that you can still know that both teams can score goals. So those like this men's do score goals, but Hoffenheim don't score goals as much as men's. So when you talk about that, when you talk about Bochum do score goals. Schalke don't score as much as Bochum. Stuttgart and the Bayern Munich, is the probability of Stuttgart and Bayern Munich in this match can be both teams to score goals. So those clubs I mentioned have the propensity to score more than two goals, score more than 1.5 goals, even up to 2.5 goals. This is ones you have to understand. And if you go to the second division, understand, if you go to the second division, um, before I go to the second division, let me talk about other things you have to know about um, other things you have to know about Bundesliga. When you talk about their corner kicks, the club that does well, that you can say, okay, they give more corners, they can give up to 5 corners in match. The Bayern Munich, we have the Hoffenheim, Bayern Leverkusen, Borussia M Gladbach. Okay, these teams, Stuttgart as well, and Leipzig. These clubs can deliver in terms of having a higher corner kicks. And another thing you have to understand is that under corner kicks is that the average of corner kicks in Bundesliga is 9.0 or 9.45, whatever corners in a match, the average. So when you are looking for, like, for example, if you want to play a corner kick in this match, let's see you. For example, these are the corners in this corner kicks. When you go to corner kicks, there are places you call under, over and under. This place is corner kicks over and under. You see over 9.5 or under 9.5. But there are places you can go, corners, first corner, corner handicap. You can just make sure that whenever you are going to Bundesliga, go to the corner straight. Enter the corner and do your thing there immediately. You don't need to waste time and you get it. So when you're talking about over 8.5 corner, when you're talking about over 8.5 corner, it always enters. That's the average. It always enters in Bundesliga. Then another thing you have to understand in Bundesliga is bookings. The bookings are always there. The average in terms of bookings, giving yellow cards in Bundesliga is around 4. So when you're given 4 cards, if you say okay, there like in bookings, you always have over 2.5 bookings. Okay, so go for that over 2.5 bookings and you always get it in Bundesliga. So these are the things you have to understand, in Bundesliga. And that you have to also know in Bundesliga. Okay, let's talk about the Division 2 in Bundesliga. The Division 2 is another place you have to go in Bundesliga. For example, let's remove this. Let's talk about the Division 2, where you can go for the clubs that score more than 2.5 goals, 2.5 goals, and over 2.5 goals, over 1.5, and at least over 1.5, then 2.5. You can talk about here. Let's talk about this FC Kaiser, FC Kaiser Slautern, FC Kaiser Sultan. FC Kaiser Slautern is the score goals. The score goals. I won't lie you. The score goals. They are good. They are good. They are very very good in scoring goals. And another player, the Paderborn, they are good in scoring goals. You can give it to them. They are good in scoring goals. You can give it to them. At least you can get 2 goals from them, as the case may be. There's the second division. Then there's the Hamburger. Where is Hamburger SV? Hamburger SV is good in scoring goals. Man, you can give it to them. They are good in scoring goals. You can get at least. Then Fortuna. Okay, Fortuna Dusseldorf. They are good in scoring goals. Also, they're good in scoring goals. Then you can talk about Holstein Kiel. These people are good in scoring goals. So if you can take charge of this, if you can note these ones are called, make sure you go there. Just write over 1.5 over 1.5. You see your games going through. This is the easiest way you can do about it. Bundesliga is a sweet place to enter if you want to play your games without stress. You just go to Bundesliga and play your games. That's all. So there are some other things you have to know about Bundesliga as well. When you talk about their strength, when you talk about their physicality, when you talk about their after EPL, Bundesliga is the next. They are the next time this thing. So when we talk about that, you see that when you talk about go to the third division, I have to guarantee you that most of them score goals. Most of the clubs here score goals, and I'm telling you, if you come here and type is over 1.5 or so, another thing you have to understand in handicaps, in playing Bundesliga handicaps, is sometimes handicaps are risky in Bundesliga, in the sense that you wouldn't know where the goals, more that goals might come from. You wouldn't know where the excessive goals might come from. Okay, so for example, when I talk about handicap goals, okay, for example, when I talk about handicap goals, handicap, you all know what it means. For example, this Hamburger SV and this thing, you know that when you talk about handicap, you have to play where you are given. If for example, if you go to the stats of this, let's check the table, and it said Hamburg, for example, is this, and the Nuremberg and Hamburg is at home. And in this type of this game, you don't give Nuremberg a 3, for example. You don't give Nuremberg a 3. There are some clubs like EPL. If you go to EPL, you can give that a 3, no problem. But in terms of German League, if you give Nuremberg a 3, it might be risky because Hamburger might win this game by 3-0, or they might win this game by 4-1 because they score goals. Hamburger score goals. Do you understand? So that's the reason why I told you, I'm telling you that it's a little bit riskier, to go for that. Okay, for you to, like I said before, for you to go for both teams to score, you have to choose the stronger teams. Those teams that I mentioned that score goals, like Dortmund and Leipzig, they do score goals. The tendency of the stronger team to have both of them to score goal is there. So those are the things you have to know. And for example, Mainz and Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim also score goals. Understand both teams. So in German league and the Bundesliga, the ability of both teams to score is higher. Is higher than every other league. So that is it. If you want to play both teams to score, immediately go to your Bundesliga and play the game. Double chance is always a savior for every other better. It's something you can so indulge in the Bundesliga anyhow you want it. Handicap, you can, but you have to be very careful in handicap. Both teams to score, that is go. Then the first half and the second hand, all these ones are not that necessary for you to go in the Bundesliga. Thank you very much for watching or listening. Okay, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'll get back to you for another information. Thank you.